If you feel like you're doing all the healthy things and your weight still creeps up, you're not broken. You're probably running into a few habits that look virtuous on paper, but quietly push your calorie intake higher, reduce your daily movement, or keep you hungrier than you expect. And the frustrating part is that these habits often get praised. Smoothies, nuts, olive oil, protein bars, even clean eating. None of these are bad, but they can become weight gain habits when portions drift, liquids replace chewing, or you rely on health halos instead of feedback. So the goal here is not to eat less in a miserable way. It's to fix the hidden mechanics. We'll go through the most common healthy traps, why they work against you, and the simplest adjustments that keep the benefits while removing the weight gain effect. By the end, you'll have a practical checklist you can use with your own routine, without tracking every gram or turning meals into math homework. Moving to slide 2. First, a quick reality check. Weight change is mostly about energy balance over time. Not in a moral way, in a physics way. If your intake is a little higher than your output, even by a small amount, the trend eventually shows up. Healthy habits often fail because they change one variable while accidentally changing 2 others. You add a daily smoothie for nutrients, but it adds 400 calories and doesn't reduce hunger. You start cooking with more olive oil, which improves flavor and consistency, but doubles the energy density of the meal. You snack on nuts for good fats, but the portion you pour is 3 servings. So when you troubleshoot, don't ask, is this food healthy? Ask 2 better questions. 1. Does it keep me full for the calories? 2. Can I portion it reliably without thinking? That's the theme for the rest of this. Keep the health benefit. Remove the sneaky surplus. Moving to slide 3. Trap number 1 is liquid calories. Smoothies, juices, fancy coffees, even healthy shakes. The issue isn't that they're evil. It's that drinking bypasses a lot of the fullness you get from chewing and from food staying structured in the stomach. A smoothie can contain fruit, yogurt, nut butter, oats, and seeds. All good foods, but blended together, it's easy to drink 500 to 800 calories in a few minutes and then still want lunch on schedule. Fix it with structure. If you love smoothies, keep them, but make them more filling and less sneaky. Use a measured base, like plain yogurt or milk. Add a high-fiber fruit like berries, and pick 1 calorie-dense add-in, not 4. Better yet, turn it into a bowl. Thicker texture. Eat it with a spoon. Add crunch on top in a measured amount. And if you're drinking calories between meals, try swapping to water, mineral water, unsweetened tea, or black coffee. Same ritual, less drift. Moving to slide 4. Trap number 2 is the healthy snack that's basically concentrated energy. Nuts, nut butters, trail mix, granola, dark chocolate, dried fruit. Again, great foods. The problem is density. A small handful can be a lot of calories, and it doesn't look like much. Here's what usually happens. You buy a big bag because it's a wholesome choice. You eat it while standing in the kitchen or while working. You don't plate it, and your brain doesn't register it as a real eating event. So you still eat normal meals plus the snack. Fix it with friction and portions. Pre-portion nuts into small containers, or buy single-serve packs. If you use nut butter, measure it once or twice until your eyes learn what a real serving looks like. And pair dense snacks with something bulky, like fruit, carrots, or plain yogurt, so you get volume and chewing. If you're hungry between meals every day, that's also a signal. Your meals might be too low in protein or fiber. Moving to slide 5. Trap number 3 is cooking healthy, but pouring calories in through fats. Olive oil, avocado oil, coconut products, butter alternatives. Fats are not the enemy, they're essential. But they're the easiest way to add hundreds of calories without noticing, because they disappear into the food. A 1-second pour can be the difference between 1 tablespoon and 3. And 3 tablespoons of oil across a salad or a pan can turn a reasonable meal into a surplus meal, even if everything else is vegetables and lean protein. Fix it with 2 moves. First, measure fats for 2 weeks, not forever, just long enough to calibrate your pour. Use a teaspoon or tablespoon, or use a spray that limits the flow. Second, build flavor with low-calorie tools so you don't rely on oil for everything. Vinegar, lemon, mustard, herbs, spices, garlic, and salsa-style sauces. Also watch healthy dressings. Many are basically oil with a wellness label. If you love dressing, use it. Just portion it like you would any other calorie source. Moving to slide 6. Trap number 4 is clean eating without boundaries. This is where every ingredient is wholesome, but the total amount is still too much. You can gain weight on homemade oats, brown rice, hummus, and whole grain bread, because your body doesn't count moral points, it counts energy. This trap often shows up when you remove obvious junk, but you don't replace it with a structure. No meal timing, no portion anchors, lots of grazing, or you eat until the food is gone because it's healthy and you don't want to waste it. Fix it by adding simple anchors, not strict rules. Build meals around a protein portion, a high-volume vegetable or fruit portion, and then add carbs or fats based on your goals and activity. If you want a non-tracking method, use consistent dishware. Same bowl, same plate, same snack container. Consistency makes portions repeatable. And if you like seconds, make seconds vegetables first. It sounds almost too simple, but it works because it changes the calorie density of the meal without changing the feeling of abundance. Moving to slide 7. Trap number 5 is protein bars, fixed snacks, and packaged health foods. They're convenient, and sometimes they're genuinely helpful. But a lot of them are engineered to be very easy to eat, very palatable, and not that filling. So you get this weird situation. You eat a bar because it's better than a cookie, but it has similar calories and it doesn't satisfy you the way a real meal would. Then you end up eating again soon. Convenience becomes frequency. Fix it by using these foods strategically. Treat bars and shakes like emergency tools, not default meals. If you need something portable, aim for options that force chewing and have obvious volume. For example, plain yogurt with fruit in a container. A simple sandwich with lean protein. A piece of fruit plus a measured portion of nuts. Or leftovers. And check the pattern. If you're relying on packaged healthy foods daily, it might be a planning issue, not a willpower issue. Moving to slide 8. Trap number 6 is rewarding workouts with food. This one is extremely common. You start exercising, which is great, but then you unconsciously give yourself permission to eat more because you earned it. The problem is that exercise calories are easy to overestimate. A workout might burn less than you think, and your appetite might rise more than you expect. Plus, if you're tired after training, you might move less the rest of the day. That's called compensation. It's not a character flaw. It's a human body doing human body things. Fix it by separating training from treats. Eat to support performance, not to celebrate suffering. Build a consistent post-workout meal that you can repeat. Protein plus carbs plus some produce. Nothing fancy. Then keep fun foods as part of your normal life, not as a direct payment for workouts. Also, watch liquid rewards. A sweet coffee drink after the gym can erase the deficit fast. Moving to slide 9. Trap number 7 is going too low calorie too often, then rebounding. People call it being good all week and bad on weekends, but it's usually a predictable cycle. You undereat, especially protein and carbs. Hunger builds, sleep gets worse, cravings get louder. Then you overshoot. Even if the weekend isn't a binge, it can still be enough to erase the deficit. 2 restaurant meals, a few snacks, and some extra drinks that contain calories, and the weekly average flips. Fix it by aiming for consistency, not intensity. A moderate deficit you can repeat beats a big deficit you can't. Make sure each meal has enough protein to blunt hunger. Add fiber from vegetables, beans, or whole grains. And keep some carbs if you train or walk a lot, because extremely low carb can backfire for some people by increasing appetite or reducing performance. If weekends are the issue, plan one intentional indulgence meal, not a whole indulgence day. Moving to slide 10. Trap number 8 is, I'm eating healthy so I don't need to track anything. You don't have to track forever, but if weight is trending up, you need some form of feedback. Otherwise, you're guessing. Feedback can be lightweight. For 1 week, take photos of everything you eat, No judgment, just data. Or write down your meals in plain language. Or measure only the highest risk items, like oils, nuts, cheese, and snacks. Those are the foods where eyeballing fails. Another powerful feedback tool is a short list of default meals. When meals vary wildly day to day, calories vary wildly too. When you repeat a few breakfasts and lunches you like, you reduce decision fatigue, and you stabilize intake. And yes, weigh-ins can help, but only if you interpret them correctly. Daily weight fluctuates with water, salt, stress, and digestion. Look at the trend over weeks, not a single morning. The point is awareness, not punishment. Moving to slide 11. Trap number 9 is underestimating healthy restaurant meals and delivery. Even when you choose the salad, the bowl, the grilled option, restaurants optimize for taste. That usually means more oil, more sauce, and larger portions than you'd serve yourself. And it's not just the meal. It's the add-ons, a side, a dip, a dessert bite, a sweetened drink. Each one seems small. Together, it's a lot. Fix it with 3 simple rules. 1. Decide your anchor before you order. Protein plus vegetables is a safe base. 2. Ask for sauces and dressings on the side. Then use a measured amount. You don't need to remove them, just control them. 3. Create a stop point. Split the meal in half before you start eating, or box part of it immediately. If you eat out often, you can still lose or maintain weight. You just need a repeatable ordering pattern that doesn't rely on willpower at the table. Moving to slide 12. Trap number 10 is sleep and stress. This sounds like a soft lifestyle point, but it directly changes eating behavior. When you sleep less, hunger hormones and appetite signals tend to shift. You crave more quick energy foods, and your impulse control drops. Stress does something similar. It doesn't magically create fat, but it pushes routines toward convenience, snacking, and comfort foods. It also increases the odds you stop cooking, stop walking, and stop planning. Fix it with minimum effective habits. Set a consistent sleep window most nights, even if it's not perfect. Cut caffeine earlier if it disrupts sleep. Build a short close-the-kitchen routine so late-night snacking becomes less automatic. Brush teeth. Make tea. Prepare tomorrow's breakfast. And for stress, don't aim for a perfect calm life. Aim for a predictable decompression habit that doesn't involve eating. A walk, a shower, a few minutes of stretching. Something your body learns to associate with downshifting. Moving to slide 13. Now let's turn all of this into a simple fix plan. You don't need to change 10 things at once. Pick the one trap that matches your life most closely. Step 1. Identify your top 2 calorie leak categories. For most people, it's liquid calories, cooking fats, and snacks. Step 2. Add one portion control tool. That can be a measuring spoon for oil, a smaller bowl for granola, or pre-portioned snack containers. Step 3. Upgrade satiety at meals. Aim for a solid protein serving each meal, plus a high-volume plant. Then add carbs or fats in a measured way. This keeps hunger quieter, which makes the rest easier. Step 4. Create 2 default meals you actually like. 1 breakfast, 1 lunch. Repetition is not boring if it reduces decision fatigue. Give it 2 weeks and watch the trend. If the scale is stable and you feel better, keep going. If not, adjust one variable, not everything. Moving to slide 14. One last point. If you've been gaining weight despite healthy habits, it can feel unfair. But it's usually not mysterious. It's a small set of repeatable patterns. Liquid calories, dense snacks, invisible oils, packaged foods that don't satisfy, workout rewards, sleep-driven cravings. When you fix those, you keep the good parts of your lifestyle. You still eat nutritious foods. You still enjoy meals. You just stop paying extra calories for the health halo. If you want a simple next step, choose one habit to tighten for the next 7 days. Just one. Measure your cooking oil or pre-portioned snacks, or replace one liquid calorie drink with a 0-calorie option. Then, reassess. If you found this helpful, subscribe for more practical nutrition breakdowns that focus on what actually changes outcomes. And I'm curious, Which trap hits you hardest right now? Liquid calories or healthy snacking? Share A or B in the comments. This information is not a substitute for medical advice. Mitochondria power everything. Protect them.